My name is Kyle Dawson. I wanted to take a few minutes of your valuable time to start by introducing myself and thank you for allowing me the opportunity to help you with your mortgage financing. Now, it's my goal to make this process as smooth and pain-free as possible and maybe even have a little fun along the way. Now, I thought to better do this, it'd be a good idea to go over the loan documentation that's required and review some of the issues that come up from time to time. So without greater ado, let's jump right in and take a look at these items together. And let's start with the pay stubs. Now, for many of you, you get paid twice a month, so this is going to be very simple, your last two pay stubs. However, if you get paid weekly or bi-weekly, it can be a little bit more confusing. And we do want to make sure that we're getting the current stubs, that we're covering one full month's pay period. So if you examine the stub closely right about here, it'll usually say a pay period and ending date, and this can help you to identify the right pay stubs and get those to us. Next, we've got the W-2s. This is pretty simple, don't have too many issues here. However, if you work with multiple employers or maybe your employer changed payroll companies, there may be more than one W-2. You just want to make sure that you get all the W-2s that are with your 1040 tax return that was filed for that year. And those look something like this. Now, what we're looking for is to get the last 2 years federal 1040 returns. You can see here 1040. We don't need the state return, just the federal. And the biggest issue we run into here is that people will just send me the first page or two of the return. Now, if you file a 1040 easy form, it is a one-page statement. But for many of you, there's going to be multiple schedules, multiple pages, and you just want to make sure that you give us all the pages of the return. Now, next, we've got the bank statement, and this has got to be where most of the confusion comes in. And so this is where I like to say to my clients, show me the money! Show me the money! Now, for those of you that didn't see the movie, that's Jerry Maguire. I love that one. I'm sorry. I told you we were going to try and have a little bit of fun along the way. Now, what I would like to get here is I'd like to get the last 2 months bank statements. We want to get all pages. And it's important that you show me the money. So if your money is in a savings account, giving me a checking statement alone isn't going to help us out. If all your money's in retirement, then I want to try and get a retirement statement as well. So to make this simple for you, the easiest thing is just to get me statements covering 2 months period. So if it's a retirement statement like an IRA or 401k, that may just come quarterly. One statement is going to be fine, but we want to make sure that we're covering all the pages. So in checking or savings, there may be 6 pages, might be 2-sided statements. So just take a look, examine closely. Now, many of you say to me recently, hey Kyle, I do all my banking online. I don't get my statements anymore. Hey, that's fine. If you examine your banking website, most all of them that I know of have an ability to where you can actually download the statement just like the one that they send you in the mail. Usually it'll come as a PDF format. Now, if you can't see how to do this on your own, I just recommend that you call the tech support number or customer service number. They can walk you through it and show you how to do it. Now, the importance and the reason for getting the money, if it's a purchase, the underwriter wants to know where the down payment money is coming from. It's critical to the transaction. And it's important that we see that the money is seasoned, meaning that it's been in your account for at least 2 months. So if you've made large recent deposits, if the money is coming as a gift or some other source, it's important that you and I cover that together and we make sure that we document it properly. Now, if it's a refinance, it may just be a question of showing that you have good cash reserves, and the retirement funds or the savings account can do that. And so it's always to your benefit to show the underwriter as much money as possible. Now, lastly, we come to an ID. Typically, a driver's license will suffice. If you don't have a driver's license, you may have a state ID card. That'll be fine. If you don't have one of those, we can typically go with a passport. Now, Social Security cards are only required if we're doing a government FHA loan, but if we are, it's important that you get one. And I've had many borrowers say, Kyle, I haven't seen my Social Security card since I was 16 years old. You know, that's fine. You can contact the Social Security Administration. They'll be happy to send you out a new card. Usually, it's only going to take about a week or 2. Well, I think that about covers it. Hopefully this eliminates any confusion that comes up with these items up front. I want you to know that it's my goal to make you so happy with the loan that you receive and the service that you get that you're going to introduce me to all of your family, friends, and associates that might be in need of the same service. Thanks for your time today, and I look forward to working with you once again. Bye-bye.